Ida. Cox has been, because we have Cox internet here, and oh my lord, I'm gonna switch to AT&T. All right, it says we are live. It's totally uncombed, and I would have to. All right, so let's see.
We appear to be live.
Yeah, it says we are live. I'm jumping on my page. All right, so.
I'll share. That's what I want.
Hey guys, I see 2 people watching already. Just give us a minute, guys. We are. Hey guys, I see 2 people watching. We're just trying to pin and unpin and do all these things here. Go to the group now.
Oh, need a map.
Do all these.
Let's hope that works. Yeah, it works. Okie dokie. Do. See who's here. Hello, Kerry. How you doing? Hope your energy's popped back. Kerry was on low energy with me yesterday, so.
Alrighty, let's see. We have just 1 person here so far. Let me pull my group up. I don't know. We're not getting much engagement today, seems. Facebook being wonky.
Well, it was very wonky yesterday. It can't be that wonky today.
Alright, so let me.
Let me just do this jazz.
Alrighty. Hey guys. Hey EJ. Hi Carrie. Alright, so let me go ahead and light my little bit of incense here. Ooh, geez.
Don't burn yourself.
No, my hubby has this cooking torch. I'm gonna show it to you. We use it to like cook. We use it basically, it's a lighter around the house, but it's a cooking torch. So we use it like if you're cooking certain things and you need to caramelize like the top of it real quickly. But it's so handy.
I used to use one of those silversmithing. I've got one in the cupboard. Melt metal.
Yeah, I just use it. We use it for everything. Like it's the household lighter. And what's dope with this is that it's refillable. So we just buy the butane in the can and then we just refill it. And we've had this like maybe 2 years. So it's outlasted lighters and all of that. Alrighty, so to get started, I'm gonna do my meditation, my little smudging mantra. And let me. With the smoke, I cleanse this place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill the sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace. With this smoke, I cleanse this place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill the sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace. All right, guys, so we are going to get started with the Yin Yang show. I am Loy, and with
Hey, who's around this week? Indigo.
Over here is my lovely friend Indigo. So if you want to get a card, you just go ahead. Indigo, what emoji are we using first? Let's work with emojis today. You know what?
The moon. First. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do a little ting, and I'll decide by then.
Oh, I love that. I so love that. What's that?
These are tinctures.
I love that.
I've just dulled it, but yeah. I got all my instruments out on was it Monday? Yes, Monday. I did a little sound journey. What are we going to do? Dragon, please. Can we have a dragon? First
I
person to
love that.
emoji a
I
dragon. I know
saw
there is one.
I saw an elemental dragon yesterday too. I think it was a blue dragon.
Hey,
So yeah, let's go with the dragons. And you know
let's
what they
go with
say
it.
that I so want to get. I think I'm gonna get those dragon oracle cards that what's her name does, Diana Cooper.
I was using Dragon Tarot the other day, but I'm going to use something different. But I'm sure they've got dragons in them. I'm
All
a
right,
dragon anyway. I'm Year of the Dragon, 1976.
I'm
So
here of the rat. I think I'm the year of the
Jerry
rat.
Jerry Maguire is first. So royal
Alrighty.
start. I'll turn my cards the right way around. It's a bit embarrassing, but I do need to do this thing.
You know,
Oh
since it's
dear. I
and I
must have
don't know, I
dropped
don't
them.
want to use this because I'm gonna use that later. All right, maybe Archangel Power Tarot. All right. So I'm gonna be using my Archangel Power Tarot for right now.
This has
All
got
right, so
one.
let's see what
No, it's
messages
just all
are
right.
here for. Hi Melanie, how you doing? I see you watching from my Facebook group. I'm trying to position my phone. You know what? I think the best way. No, it's not gonna
I'm
work like
still
that.
looking at monitors, but I haven't decided yet. I haven't
I'm not
decided.
using
I'll
both
just
my
have to change.
monitors on this right now because it's gonna make my video get all wonky and all of that. So I'm just doing it from my
Ah,
phone. Yeah, because my internet, as I was explaining,
the
my
internet's not so
internet.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
need to change my internet provider. Alrighty, so
Mm-hmm.
Jerry. Hey Nicole, how you doing?
Hiya. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Nicole.
Did you share out to your group, Indigo?
Yeah, spiritual
Oh,
friends I've shared into. I haven't shared into live readings. Let me do that as well. I've just set that one back up again.
all right, so Jerry. Ooh, two cards came out here for Jerry. So I'm gonna just do them.
Woohoo! Abundance.
So Jerry, yeah, and you got abundance for her. I kind of got the same thing because I have this King
No,
of
I said
Air.
abundance because you got two cards.
Oh well, you were right because on this it is saying King of Areas, successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success. Use your resources wisely. Then you also have Four of Michael. And Four of Michael, it is saying that insights come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek release from stress. So, Jerry, whatever is stressing you right now, Spirit is telling you, hey, it is time to take a step back. It's time to do some meditation. It is time to reconnect to your spiritual source. And, the financial situation that you are worried about, don't be so much where like you're stressing about it. And Spirit is telling you, listen, you don't have to stress. You have done the hard work. You've done the work. Things have been set into motion. You're really not seeing behind the scenes. You're not seeing all that is going on, all that your spirit team is doing for you, but they're telling you that everything is going to work out well. So don't be so stressful. Take some time off. Take a breather. And in the traditional tarot, this would be like the four cards are about resting. Number four, it's about resting. It's about taking that time off. So this is just telling you seek release from stress. All right, hon?
All right, so I've got some tarot here as well. I've got no idea what type of tarot they are because I haven't got the box. They're pretty. They're really pretty. I seem to have the ability to shuffle today, so I don't know who's working with me because I can't shuffle. Eight of Swords is interference here. Now, this is really interesting because literally when we started working together, we were talking about the interference of the internet, and everything within a reading, once you set your intentions to read, has some relevance. So even that was slightly before, I feel has some relevance. It's Eight of Swords is here, and you can see within the front there's six swords going this way, there's two swords going this way. I feel there's a male and a female that are blocking something. So there's something being blocked from them, or they are blocking it themselves. What I feel with this really is that there's some emotions, some situations that really haven't been dealt with. Knowing the full moon energy is around right now, it might be slapping you in the face quite literally because it's showing us things we haven't dealt with. It's showing us things we haven't got over. Mine experience this week is I've really been brought back to the days of being applying for a carnival queen or carnival princess and not being accepted, and that's really happened to me in my mind through what's been experiencing on social media, I've realized that I never got over that. I never got over not being chosen as the pretty one. All right, we all have things, and it's to do with making sure, instead of pushing them under the table or under the bed, we're sort of thinking, actually, I'm okay. Just because I wasn't chosen was because it was someone else's journey. And this is what I want to say for you. I want to say, hi Lisa, I want to say to you that the eight is reminding you of your own journey is not necessarily the same as someone else's. But the only thing that's stopping you and this person moving forward in your relationship and your journey is you're holding on to the past. Let go of that past hurt. Deal with some things that need to be worked out in your mind, body, and spirit, and work forward. Manifestation around the full moon is very, very powerful. Set your intent, maybe do some writing on paper. Ask the spirit, your spirit team or your ancestors to support you, and burn it underneath the full moon energy that we still have today. So thank you very much for being with me. I
Can
hope that
I?
made some sense to
I'm
you.
gonna say one more. I am gonna just comment one more thing. So you see the
Yeah.
fact that it's an Eight of Swords in the
Hmm.
chat in tarot. Eight of Swords is victim mentality. It's being in your mind and like being in your mind and going worrying over a situation, just worried and feeling as if there's no way out. And if you look at a traditional tarot card, the lady is in the middle and she's surrounded by 8 swords. But the thing is, when you look at the swords aren't holding her back. The swords are just there. It's like, but in her mind, she's seeing, her mind is playing tricks on her, and her mind is telling her, hey, it's like you're in a building when there isn't even a building there. So this is telling you that whatever is going on, it is time to shift from being a victim to a victor. All you have to do is shift your mindset, see the bigger perspective and realize that nothing is holding you back. You are the only thing. The only limitations are in your mind. So it's time to work
Hmm.
past that. It's time to get out of that victim mentality. All right, hon?
Lovely.
All
We've
right, so
got
we have some.
Lisa who has donated. Thank you, Lisa.
All right, Lisa. I feel like I want to use another deck for you, Lisa. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
I'm
going to
a.
use a different one as well. I've got two today.
All right, guys, if you're watching from my Facebook group or anywhere else, just go ahead, help us boost the algorithm, like and share. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that love button, comment so that we can boost the algorithm so more people can see us. We want to get this message out today. There may be someone who needs a message. And even if you don't get a reading, I'm going to explain something on here. This is on my membership, but I'm going to, this works for everyone. Cledons. Now, Cledons, this is an ancient Greek word from 2,000 years ago that the ancient Greek, especially the oracles and so, that you used to use. Now, this means innocent oracle. And what this is, yes, you may not get a reading directly, but we may be reading for someone else. And spirit works in a ways where it brings you the message that you are needed through someone else. So all you guys do, all of you that are watching, just listen carefully, because you may hear something coming out that resonates with you. And that is not that's not coincidence. It is not coincidence, it's synchronity. That's happening because that is how spirit works. All right, guys? All right, so Lisa, I am pulling cards for you from my Gateway of Light Activation Oracle cards, and I really, really love using these cards. They are ultra powerful, and 2 cards came here for you. A lot of transformation going on for you. Here you have the Stellar Gateway Activation, and you have the Emerald Tablets. And if you look at the colors here, there is healing and there's transformation. And I work with colors. When I'm reading, I read everything, and I look at the colors, I look at the words, plus what the whatever I get in my mind. And so here, this is saying you're in a manifestation vortex. This is like you are here. And what's so crazy with this, what I love about these cards is that it features the Great Pyramid, the Giza. It features that. And also you have the Emerald Tablet. The Emerald Tablet and Giza were made by the same person, Thoth, the Egyptian god Thoth, who he came over from Atlantis. And what he really did was, at the fall of Atlantis, he stored the knowledge, the ancient knowledge of Atlantis with all the scientific information. When we get to 5D, all that information, the 5D Earth, All of it is stored between the emerald tablets and the crystal skulls. Now, with the emerald tablet here, it is telling you cosmic order and divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. And I must say, here again, you have the word manifestation. You can manifest whatever you want. Anything you want, Lisa, it can happen, but you have to put the correct energy out there. Don't focus on what you don't want. And I'll tell you this, guys. Even yesterday in my coaching session, I was telling my client that you see the universe is like a vat. The universe just sits there. Whatever you put into it, you're gonna get out. So you cannot expect to put worrisome energy to the universe and expect positive things. It doesn't work like that. The universe, all it does is it amplifies your energy and it sends it out back to you. So if you put to the universe, and you know what, I am grateful today, just realize that the universe is going to give you everything to be grateful about. So here now you have the stellar gateway activation. The stellar gateway is above our heads, and this is like one of the closest, the closest chakras to source. That is it's a chakra that's outside of your body. Most people only preach 7 chakras. We actually have 12. As a matter of fact, it's more than 12 because we have hand chakras too. Hand chakras, feet chakras, all of that. But this is telling you manifest whatever you want, it can happen. And a lot of healing. This color here, this green color, is telling me that something is you have been through a lot, but at the same time you're getting healing. And all these things that are happening for you right now, it is just to prepare the way. It's to pave the way for your future. I'm gonna turn you over to Indigo.
Okay, so I'm working with reawakening the soul cards here rather than the tarot. I might pick a tarot as well. We're going to ask Spirit to give us a message, please, for lovely Lisa. Lovely Lisa. Okay. All right. So we have unity. We have unity. Life's so much easier to understand when we're in collectives, when we're in groups. These moons here are showing you that things will change, nothing will stay the same, but also be very aware of your moon cycle, be very aware of your mood. Even if, like myself, you no longer have technically a moon cycle, then just be aware your mood will still drop in and out. Try and give yourself a little bit of emotional space and really extra self-care at those times. The unity is saying that there's a real fear of letting someone know how you're feeling right now. And but what I want to say to you, Lisa, is that Spirit are saying, as they've got the bird here, which is bringing in the peace, they're bringing in honesty is the best policy. Telling someone how you feel can quite often be a worse situation in your head than in reality. But I do want to say to you that there is a lot of love here. It's just not being shown. And I feel this is how you're feeling at the moment. It's feeling like everything's kind of on top of each other. And it just feels like there's a bit too much going on emotionally at the moment. Your second card we got is meditation. So meditation is a real key to de-stress yourself. Cortisol, the stress hormone that we produce within our body, can actually knock our immune system. It also can knock how we feel. So even like 5 minutes, a 10 minutes meditation on a regular basis will help you reset your emotional, oh, let's see, emotional compass, let's put it that way, and allow you to take on things that are stressing you out, because it just feels like there's quite a niggly atmosphere around you and maybe within you at the moment. It's feeling like everything's getting on your nerves, quite frankly. Bring that peace into your world again. Remember the work you've done with me in the past. Bring that peace back into your world. Working with nature, being out under the stars is going to do the world of good. This is so needed right now. And this pink flower is reminding you of that self-love, working with that heart chakra, which is just feeling so closed off at the moment. It's like you don't want to let anyone in case that there's a situation that's going to cause you disharmony there. Now your last card from me is wisdom. Isn't this beautiful? You've got this entire journey from unity and understanding yourself and what you how your energy works on its own, Then you've got the meditation, which I've turned the wrong way around. That would help. Meditation, and then you've got the lily on its own. So you've got the self care, which is important. The wisdom. All right, the orange up here, the yellow up here. How much do you know? How much do you understand? How much can you share? Who is it around you that's been poo-pooing what you do? And I'm sorry to use that phrase, but it's the only way I can word it. Someone around you's made you feel that you can't do what you can do. I know what you can do, and I can see what you can do, but it's like these clouds above you. It's like someone said, that's not real, that doesn't make sense, or there's nothing in that what you're talking about, and you've listened to this. Now this is really important. Words create a spell, folks, so just really choose them well. If you say something to someone, it can change their path in their life. Allow people to go the journey they want to go. I know one of your daughters is wanting to change something in her world. Please let her do it. Let go of the reins, let go of the concern of making sure everyone's safe and everything is well and everything's in control. It's some behavior that's come back to you. I want to say to you, allow those emotions to flow and allow the spirit world back into your life. All right. Lots of love there. Thank you very much, Lisa.
Lisa, so my final card for you, it's Breaking
Mm-hmm.
Trail. And I pulled this card from my Sacred Traveler Oracle deck, and this is telling you, a breakthrough is at hand. So it's saying, there's something that you've been wanting, something you've been trying to accomplish, trying to do, and it's been seeming like, you've been having roadblocks, you've been having, sort of little blockages along the way. Spirit is telling you that just keep pushing forward. A breakthrough is at hand. Like that break that you're looking for, that ultimate breakthrough, it is coming up for you. So don't let anyone or anything get you down. And like Indigo is saying, and as we put it on here, Indigo is a gentle psychic. I tell it that is as it is. People need to stay in their own lane. People need to stay in their own lane. As if we stay in our own lanes, life will be better off. And try to remember that you hear it's called your purpose. It is your purpose. It is not my purpose or Indigo's purpose. It is your purpose. And your purpose is your purpose. When we get our soul purpose, it is not meant for our family, our friends to understand. It is meant for us. And sometimes you have a vision that only you can see, and you tell it to people. And when you tell it to people, they use this and bring you down. So it's best if sometimes you have a vision, you keep it here. Keep it right here. You want somebody to talk to your ancestors, talk to your angels. And there's a lady around you who is wanting very, very much. I'll tell you this. She wants you to keep quiet. There's an energy around you where she's saying, like the things that you may sometimes, put out there, it's best to keep them close to your heart. Because when you put it out there, people say things, and then you take those things that people say to you at heart. It affects you. So the only way in Jamaica, we have a saying, to avoid the germs, you boil the water. Tell your vision to someone, and they're gonna naysay, and they're gonna say, you know what? They're gonna say, who are you? You think you can achieve that? Who are you to think you can do that? You know who you are. And remember, you are not your job, you are not your body, you are not any of those things. You are infinite spark of the divine. You come from the monad. Try to remember that, all right, hon? That's what I leave you with.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. I hope that
All right.
resonated
So,
for you and helped you on your
what
journey.
other emoji do you want us to use?
Ah,
How about a moon? Since it's the
let's
full
have a
moon.
moon. Let's have a full moon.
So
Let's be
let us have
fussy.
some moons, guys, and let us see.
And I'll see you,
Oops.
Lisa, in 2 days. I'm so excited. We're going on holiday together. We are going on holiday.
Moons, moons, moons. Come on, guys, drop some moons, drop some moons. Go
Mm.
ahead and drop some moons. Oh, so let me
Right, we've got
see.
EG. Oh no,
EG
that's
pass.
not full
All right,
moon.
let me
That's a
highlight.
dark moon. That is a dark moon, but it's up to you, Loy. Do you want a dark moon or a full moon?
Well, it doesn't matter. A moon is a moon. For me, a moon is a
All
moon is
right,
a
let's
moon.
go for it. Let's go for a moon is a moon.
Alrighty. So, EG, I'm pulling a card for you from EJ. I'm sorry. Why did I say EG? EJ. I'm pulling a card for you from my Moonology
I
deck.
get really confused with J's and G's, so you're probably just picking up off the way I would say it.
Alright, so let's see what messages are here for EJ today. EJ. What messages are here? And for those of you that are on here that are in my Raise Your Vibe in my membership, remember that our full moon ceremony is at 1:30 p.m. CDT today, and the link is on your homepage. So all you gotta do is go on your homepage and click the link, and it will take you directly to the meeting, to the ceremony. All right, and it won't be on Facebook. I would say that it will not be on Facebook. It's on Google Meet, where I have the option to save it, record it, and then put it up as a replay on the membership. So for EJ, you are good enough. You have the full moon in Virgo. Let go of those limiting thoughts and beliefs. Let go of patterns in your life that no longer serve you, and even let go of people who are putting you down. And this seems to be a theme today. And you know what? It is a full moon. And I'll put this out here. Using the moon, it's when I started to do my moon. My first membership was a moon circle, and that taught me something about the moon. Full moons are not for manifesting. A lot of times we try to manifest on the full moon and we wonder why it doesn't happen, because we're using the moon wrong. The moon, full moon is about letting go. The full moon means that you let go of anything that is standing in the way of whatever you try to manifest on the new moon. The new moon is manifesting. With a new moon, it's a dark moon. It's a dark soil that you put your intentions into. So you manifest on the new moon and you release, you let go on the full moon. And if you check, like I'll tell you this, when I first came into that, I was astonished, and I started to check. And I started to check people that deal with the moon. I checked Yasmin Bolland. I checked Colette Baron Reed. I checked all those people. I bought books. I can show you guys. I even went out and I bought books just to learn, just to understand. And reading, I get to understand that is why a lot of times when we're trying to manifest things and we try to manifest on the full moon is not for manifesting. Don't manifest on the full moon. You release, you let go. The full moon is for letting go of anything that is blocking you, that is blocking whatever you tried to manifest on the new moon. So you see this full moon in Virgo, it's about letting go. It's telling you it's time to let go. You are good enough. So anyone around you or any thoughts or anything that is like, holding you back, keeping you stuck, keeping you small and contracted, it's time to let them go. It is time to let it go. Let it go. I'm going to pull one more card for you. I am going to pull one more card for you just to get some more info here. All right, so you have the new moon in Cancer. Now, the new moon in Cancer, here you have this card now represents a new start. So this is telling you that you and your loved ones are safe. Whatever you're worried about you and your family, a new start is coming. A brand new start is coming up for you and your family, and you and them are safe. You are protected by the angels. The angels have you in their hands. So you see, whatever you want, you just think about it. Right now, what you need to do is this. Release anything that doesn't serve you or serve your family's highest good. Release it. Let it go so that you can manifest and you can bring this new start in for your family. All right? That's what I have for you, EJ.
Okay, EJ, I'll just add on to voice reading there. So I got for you Mother of Wands Creator. Mother of Wands Creator. Now I do need to look at the card in a moment just to see what we're seeing within this card. So I feel with you that there is something energetically holding you back, and I do feel this is around your health. I can't go into that, it's not legal, ethical, right, but I just want to make that clarified to you. There's very much a feeling of around you that you feel lucky one minute and unlucky the next. You may even believe in curses, and I'm going to be completely honest here, I do not believe in curses. Don't mind what anyone else believes. I don't believe in them. But Mother of Wands is saying that you have the paintbrush, you have that pencil to sketch your own world, to sketch your own life. It's now time, EJ, because I feel there's like a lack of personal responsibility with you, darling, because you're kind of waiting for fate to take its place. One thing about manifestation, and I won't always agree with everything that Lois says or other people say, because at the end of the day, it's all opinion, but one thing about manifestation that's really key is that you have to kickstart it. You can't say to the universe, I want this, and then do nothing. So
That's an
I remember
armchair
back in the
astronaut.
day, yeah,
You can't be an
I've
armchair
done
astronaut.
I've done a full moon abundance ceremony for over a year, and lots manifested from that. But that's my ceremony with my teacher. But it's a case of I never went home and went, I'm not going to do anything. I went home and was like, one of the things was I wanted to meet spiritual friends, and I set up a group meeting spiritual friends, but I didn't actually know there was anyone in my town who was spiritual. And from that, I grew a psychic development group. But it's like we can send out to the universe what we want, but we can't sit on our laurels. So, what they're saying to me right now, my love, is that you have the power, you have the personal magic. Don't necessarily believe everything that's written in books, because it's your personal truth that matters, it's your personal magic that matters. And the more you go that one step towards where you want to be, the closer you're going to be. I know there's a little bit of a hesitation of meeting new people, but I feel this is one of the things you need to break through. And when you've broken through that and you're really understanding that you're a person worth the world knowing, just like anyone else is, people have got amazing stories. Open up your heart, open up your life, and I know that things are going to get more exciting, more creative, more full of joy for you. There's very much a feeling here of shedding old skin, letting go of old personal limitations, and really walking into that goddess energy that I know is around you. But one thing I do want to say to you, you need to put one foot in front of the other. We need to start moving. I feel there's been a lack of movement lately. Lots of love there. Thank you very much for being on here, and thank you for sharing us out, folks. Thank you.
I'll leave you with this, EJ. I can't say the Chinese philosopher's name, but he says the journey of 1,000 miles, it begins with the first step.
Confucius.
No, it's not.
Confucius?
It's not him.
No.
It's Laotzu or something like that.
Oh, Lao Tzu or
Yes,
something.
he says the journey
Yeah.
of 1,000 miles. And I love using Jamaican, and I'm gonna tell you something in my native language, Patois, and then I put it in English. One cocoa full basket. It means that if you have a basket and you want, and cocoa is a ground provision in Jamaica. So just say, one a fruit. If you have a basket, if you go to pick apples, you have to start putting one apples in the basket until you get a full basket. You don't just go there and sit under the tree and like, oh man, I want apples, but you never reach up to pick an apple. And also another term I use, armchair astronaut. A lot of us are that. A lot of us, we want things. We want to go to the moon, but we never do anything to go to the moon. We sit on our couches. We sit in the armchair. We never move. We never take that initial step. But this is telling you, take the steps necessary to bring about the life that you want. All right. All right. So more. What emojis now, Indigo?
Let's do a star.
All right, guys, drop some stars. Drop some
Drop
stars.
us a
And
star.
the next person is gonna get a card from my
Viking. Oh, nice.
I haven't used this deck in forever.
I'm sticking with my tarot. I'm going to cut down my deck. I'm not loving some of them. I do that every now and then, just cull them.
All right, so
there you go.
Star, I see over here. I hope I can find her. If you're on my Facebook group and you're commenting, can you just drop your name as well so that Indigo can see who it is? Because I can see, but I have to look on my phone because my software protects your name unless you're on like a business page, which is public. So drop your name, please, with your star so I can see you. Starazy, I like that name. Huh. And she put up a star too. Perfect. All right, so let's see.
You start, my love.
Viking Oracle messages for.
Right, I can keep going today because my daughter doesn't need me to scoot, so we can go on a little bit longer.
Oh, cool.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I can go over probably 15 minutes because I have
15
to go
minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes would be good.
I have to go prep for my I have my event, my live event for my membership at 1:30, and I gotta eat and shower and all of that.
I got seamstressing tonight, so sewing
All right,
tonight.
so messages for Star is, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I tend to butcher names. You know what? I'm gonna just call you Star, so I don't butcher your name. All right, hon. So messages for Star. What does Star need to know? All Father Odin, what messages are here for Star? Come true and tell me, what do you want Star to know today? All right.
If anyone's here on my groups, Spiritual Friends with Indigos, Oracle, or in live readings with Indigos,
like 5 cards came out there, hon, and I only want one, so I'm going to get stars. Or the cards are just jumping for you. A lot of energies are on you today. I'm trying to get one card, and every time I try, it's like 5, 6 cards coming out. Stars, I'm gonna read from the book for you with this because I hardly ever use this deck, so I'm not gonna tell you guys that I'm 100% proficient in it. But you have the halls here, number 38, and so the halls, and there are 2 halls in Viking mythology: Valhalla and I can't say the other one, Folkvangr, and it's telling you that the halls is about rewards, and it's telling you you're gonna be rewarded for your hard work. And it's also telling you to be brave. Even if you're feeling afraid, it is time to be brave. And also I'm seeing volunteer. It's telling you that you may need to volunteer your time. You may need to volunteer some energy. You may need to volunteer, I don't know, however you can, it is that time to be of goodwill. And understand that when you do goodwill, when you do good things come back to you. But make sure that your goodwill, you're not doing it to seek recognition. Make sure you're doing it from your heart. You're doing it from here, all right?
Yeah, someone's just put, I'm here, Indigo, my lovely, I haven't been noticed yet. You must put your names on if you're coming in from groups. We can't see you. Who is it?
Karen Riley.
Oh, hi, Karen Riley. How are you doing, darling? How are you doing?
And, the halls, like I tell you with the halls, to explain it some more, in Viking mythology, when you die, Freya sends her the Valkyries, and the Valkyries they're represented by the crows, and they come to pick and choose, which hall you're gonna go to. And most people, they want to go to Valhalla. They want to go where they get to go with Odin, and they get to celebrate, and they get to prepare for Ragnarok. But also the halls, it's about recognition for your hard work. So you've put in the work. It is time to give back. Spirit has blessed you. It is time to give back. And I will give you one Bible story before I go. There's a story in the Bible, in the Old Testament, where, and this is how they talk about, angels walking on earth. So this old lady, she was at home, and, she had one morsel of meal, of cornmeal or whatever, and a little thing of oil, just enough to make one cake. And then she said, you know what, I'm going to eat it and die. And then there comes this man, and he says, ma'am, I'm hungry. You know what she did? She used her one morsel of meal and her little bit of oil, and she made him that cake. Her store basket never went empty, because she gave from the little that she had, the nothing. She had nothing, and she gave from the nothing that she had. Her store basket, it never ever went empty. It kept overflowing. So this is telling you, when you are blessed, bless others. All right, hon?
Lovely. All right, let's add on to Star Asia. So we've got Daughter of Wands, we've got Luxury. Okay, so we've got Daughter of Wands. So there's a real feeling with you that you need to have security in what you're doing. If you look at this lady here in the bed, she's got this massive smile on. She's waking up with a feeling of gratitude and a knowing that life is going to be swell. It's the easiest way I can put it. It's like they're showing you you've got all these treasures around you. Now, sometimes people put life into perspective of wanting a big car, wanting a big house, wanting loads, like thousands of followers, like on the social media sites. Actually, oh, Jesus. That wasn't spirit, something fell off the wall. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. That was so funny. Um, that was a shock. Maybe you had a shock. What I want to say to you though, it's about being grateful for what you have, every morsel, like Loi was saying within her story, and understanding that sharing your time is as important as anyone sharing their money. There's a young person around you that really needs you right now. I do feel it's a female. I do feel she's got a poor connection with food at the moment. And I do want to say to her, I need to say to you, please, please listen to her. Listen to her with no judgment. Allow her to express herself. This is very, very important. We have 4 rings within this picture. So I know by the 4th of February, this situation with it either been resolved or has arisen within your world. But the understanding is that you need to listen with no judgment. All right. This is very, very important. Lots of love to you, my darling, and I hope things go really well.
Stars,
Right?
you know what your guys just told me? They say, listen to understand, don't listen to respond. That's it. Those were the exact words I heard in my head for you. You need to listen to understand. Don't listen to respond. And a lot of times, and I'll tell you, I'm no saint. I have that problem too. Sometimes somebody will be saying something to me, and in my head, I'm already mentally calculating what my response without even hearing everything that they're saying. So what they're saying is, listen whenever she is talking, or listen to understand. And also when you're listening, it doesn't mean just your ear. You have to listen with your entire body. You listen to body language, you listen to everything. So don't just listen to the words. Listen to how the words are being said, listen to the tone, listen to body language, listen to understand. This person right now, they don't need judgment, they need understanding. And I'll tell you this too. You see, when somebody messes up in life, that's not the time to pass judgment. When somebody makes a mistake, that is the time for you to really listen, because that mistake is a cry for help. That mistake, it is a cry for help. And when a person cries out for help and you judge them, they're never going to cry out again, or they're going to do worse things. So I'm just telling you, listen to understand. That's my final
Thank
message.
you very much. Thank you, Stasia Asia. So can we have some red lipstick, please, or red lips for an emoji?
All right, so lipstick. Oh, Jacqueline.
Did you hear the story that I called her for a year, Jack Uline, and didn't realize it was Jacqueline? She was like,
"That's how she smells it." All right, so red lipstick. The first one I see here is Jacqueline. So let's see what messages. I was gonna say All-Father Odin, and for some reason Thor came true for you, so I'm not gonna say that. All-Father Odin. I'm gonna tell you, even before I get into the cards, Jacqueline, call upon Thor with his mighty hammer to smash through. Like, there's an obstacle in your way that needs to be removed, and Thor is here and he's telling you all you need to do is call upon him. He's Indigo. Can you pronounce the name of his hammer? Because
Milner.
Yes, he's here with that hammer, ready to smash through all the barriers, all the obstacles that are standing around you. And he's saying, don't be afraid. He has his shield arm around you. He's basically standing around you, his shield arm with his like this, and has the hammer ready to smash through the obstacles. But remember, free will reigns. He cannot come in and move those mountains for you until you call him in. So remember, guys, whenever we need spiritual help, we have to ask for it. We have to open the space for them. And this brings me to something else. You see, if your spiritual team can respect your free will, do not let anybody on earth trample on it. Don't let any human trample on your free will. Your spirit team, even God himself, the universe, the creator, whoever you want to call him, he respects your free will. And that is why here, people wonder all the time, oh, we are here, and why we go through so much things. Like, he already knows. Yes, he already knows, but he gives you the choice of free will. And when you act on your free will, he's going to respect it until you make another choice. So this is telling you, for you, Jacqueline, Thor says, listen, hon, just call upon me. And remember, Thor is a god of war. He wants to go to war for you. And I tell you this, remember, not all angels come to play the harp. Some come with the sword. The harp is necessary sometimes. Music can't fix everything. Sometimes you gotta go to war. And Thor is ready to go to war for you, Jacqueline. Thor wants to go to war for you, but you have to call him in. You have to open the door and let him in. Let me get your card now. And let me know if that message resonates with you. All right, give me a card for one card for Jacqueline. And you have the norms. And the norms deal with fate. And it's telling you that, listen, even though some parts of our destiny is set, we still have free will. And again, this is what it is. The norms is free will. It's fate. It's letting you know that some parts of our destiny is fixed, but there are other parts that you can manipulate and you can bring about the outcome that you want. So get moving on that. All right, Jacqueline, that's what I have for you.
Okay, so I've got Daughter of Wands Luxury. Well, that's a bit odd, isn't it? They do tend to stick. They do tend to stick. With this one, though, I'm going to read it completely different for you, Jack, because I know that there's been a situation around your sleep that's been causing you a lot of disharmony. And I want you to have a notebook by your bed where you're writing down your thoughts before you go to bed, because it's like you're processing conversations in your head and trying to figure out, does that feel like this or does that feel like that, and what someone said to me on a reading or in a message, does it have something behind it? Let go of that, because you really do need the sleep that's due to you. It's important. I know that there's been a situation where you've been dreaming of being stuck somewhere, and understand your spirit team are trying to tell you that there's something you keep going back to. There's a place in your mind you keep going back to. Even though this is in the past, it still needs dealing with. The full moon that's just been around has brought really strong emotions back to you and a real need of clarity. You need to know if this is what you feel it is or what you think it is. Okay. Now remember, when we're doing our training in psychic development, the feeling is more truthful than the thinking. Okay, so just remember that. The Daughter of Wands here is also saying, so we have got a similar thing. I'm not going to say crash them with a hammer because it's not quite my style. But we're going to say asking Archangel Michael to come in with his wonderful big
Sword,
sword
yes.
and just
His blue
protect
sword.
you. Cut those cords, maybe go back into the meditation I did maybe a month or two ago on my page and do those silver cord cuttings again, because I feel those emotional attachments have been regrown and I don't know quite why. It's like something has happened that has re-triggered that emotional connection, and we either need to sever it completely, or we need to find a way to resolve this situation and bring a conclusion to it. There's a feeling of limbo. There's a feeling of like you're kind
Bust
of
out of
on the
her.
scales and it's going like up and down, and you really don't know quite which direction to turn in. Always follow you. All right. You are such a sensitive person. I've met Jack. I'm very pleased to have met Jack in my life. She came to shamanic camp with me and I work with her every week. But understand your direction is inside you. It's always being shown to you. There's really a very strong link with Egypt here. Now, I know I said to you, I think last reading I had with you, or something like that, or maybe even our group readings, I said something about the Egyptian Reiki. This is really, really strong with you. So have a look into it. I know it begins with S, and I need to look it up because I keep saying it, but I don't know what it's called. But yes, Egyptian Reiki or Egyptian healing. It's really, really powerful around you. I also want to say, Jack, that your clock keeps stopping. All right. This is not coincidence. Someone's trying to get your attention at the time it's stopping. Pay attention to what's going on in that moment. Okay. Message from spirit there for you.
I tell
Lots
you,
of love there. Thank you very, very much.
Indigo, I'll tell you, one of the reasons why I love working with you is just how we piggyback off each other. So you see, I told you
Mm-hmm.
about Star, and as soon as you said limbo, I remembered something else. Star, He's a brilliant rut buster. Thor is a person who you call upon when you feel in limbo, when you feel inert, when you feel like nothing's going on. You call upon Thor to bust that rut. So again, what he's gonna use to bust the rut? His hammer. So here again, Jacqueline, another need for Thor. That rut that you are in, that limbo state, Thor wants to take you out of it. He wants to help you. He wants to, he wants to get you going, but you have to call him in. That's what I have for you.
Superb. So if anyone wants to jump the queue, it's just $20. All the whatnots are on the screen. I don't know what they're called. Beanlows and T-Pays and I don't know what. Anyway, they're all on the screen. If you want to jump the queue, we've got probably about another 14 minutes, 13 minutes, 12 minutes. So if you want to jump the queue, please do send a donation. And it gets split between me and Loy, if anyone was wondering. It's very lovely that we can hold sacred space and really hold our own beliefs and our own understandings, our own cultures, but work together. It's an absolute blessing. I don't think there's many people that can say they can do that as a pair. So it's wonderful.
Thor.
Who do you call it? Who do I call in? Couldn't
Archangel Michael and Thor.
And Thor.
Thor. Look him up. He's a Viking. He is a part of the Viking deities. And you see how me and Indigo, I was trying to find I don't know, it's lost.
He's in the Marvel movies.
Okay, me and Indigo together, like we have a Viking connection. I don't know where my thingy went. It's somewhere here. It's lost in my crystals. All right, so what emojis do we want this time?
Let's go for a clock.
Yes, as in the Marvels.
Yeah.
He
Milner. I have.
What emojis do we want to use?
I was going to say it's not quite a Milner.
Yeah, but it's close enough. All right, so we see a clock. Come on. All righty. Someone put up a clock.
We've got Camoy. Camoy. Hello, Camoy.
You say Jacqueline said she would like to meet him in the library. Well, you know what?
It's because Jack had a reading from me, I think, last year, saying she's going to meet a man over books, and I know she's going to. I've seen him, but we just don't know quite where. So she's hanging out in all the bookshops.
But I'll tell you this, Indigo. This is so crazy. She says that Thor, he too is regarded of not only the god of war, but of storytelling, of poetry. So the fact that she says a library.
Mm-hmm.
So he wears many hats. He's a god of many hats, hon. So
things make space. Conclude things and make space.
All right, so pull in one. Our Father Odin, what messages do you have for Kamoi today? Oops, that came right out. Come on, you have Wunjo, and I'm pretty sure Wunjo has to deal with. So come on, this is telling you to seek joy actively. It's time to be happy. Seek joy actively. It is the most important aspect of your life. It's telling you that, listen, as much as, life may be busy, take time for you. Even if you can't go out, take time for you in your house. Run your bath. Buy a bottle of champagne. Treat yourself. Buy a bottle of champagne. Buy some chocolate covered strawberries. I'm hearing. And put some music on and get in your bath and put your essential oils. I'm hearing rose. I'm hearing lavender. And feel it's. I'm gonna tell you this. They say it's time to feel sexy. It's time to feel sensual. It's time to, bring in that divine feminine energy. Like they're saying that you need that energy right now. So right now, it is time for you to do that. Self-care, self-care, self-care. So take some time for you.
I've got some bath oil called Goddess Oil. It's amazing for that. Absolutely amazing. I couldn't tell you who makes it. I think I got it from Glastonbury, but yeah, it's worth having something like that around. All right, so Camoy, I've got death and ending. So first of all, do not be frightened by a skeleton. Do not be frightened by the death card. It's only horror films on the TV that show the death card as extermination of a human life. It's actually about endings. It's about changings. It's about changing of behaviors. We got the scythe here, and it's just saying you need to cut something out, my love. All right. And what I feel that you need to cut out is the unkindness to yourself. I know you're a
Self.
really kind person, really, really kind person. But what they're saying to me is that if you were to meet your inner child, for instance, if you imagine yourself at the age of 5, would you treat that child as you treat yourself? Now, I've got a really odd twitch in my right eye, so I assume that's with you. If it is, please do go and get your eye checked out because I feel it's some kind of dry eye that might need some support because it's quite odd. I'm finding it quite hard to see through this eye. What I do want to say to you, though, is that there is a need of um, really reconnecting with your personal self love. There's a rose here, and it's saying that you're really desiring love in your world. But I can tell you, folks, and I know this from personal experience, the only thing that can give you real love is yourself. Once you got your love for yourself and you like yourself, even because love some people are uncomfortable about, but at least if you like yourself, then the whole world will project that experience and energy to you. Um, it's really important that we start from the ground up. Start looking after yourself better. Start being kinder to yourself. Stop saying those words in your mind that are unkind. Write on your mirror, I am enough. I am beautiful. I'm a goddess. I am fabulous. Okay. I love the word fabulous. Just sounds so amazing. Marvelous,
Just tell
fabulous. Love
yourself you
those
are full of
words.
fabulousness. Let's make a word here.
Yeah,
You are full of, I am full of fabulousness. Tell yourself that.
absolutely.
And
We are made of so much water, folks. Our memories have, our minds have, sorry, muscle memory. Just like you have when you're learning a dance, you have muscle memory for the movements. I used to do Argentinian tango. I wish I could do it still, but it was good fun. Anyway, digressing. We have muscle memory in our brain. So give yourself kind words. All right. If I was to look in a mirror and every day think, God, I'm looking old, I'm feeling so heavy and haggard, and oh my gosh, my life is past it, I would project that to the universe. Instead, I look at myself and think, I'm not doing bad for 45. Right on, girl. Okay. Look after yourself, put some good food in you, put some good tunes on, express yourself through bodily movement, and allow the flow to bring more joy to your world. All right,
I'm gonna
lots
take
of love
one
there.
minute and give Kamai. I'm gonna take 1 minute and give Kamai a quick story that happened for me. And this, whenever I start to feel as Indigo say, like I'm old, and because guys, I'm 37. As much as you see me, I'm 37. So I'm gonna give you a story from probably 6 years ago that happened. And whenever I start feeling like that, I go back to that story and I laugh. So when I just moved to America, I was in Pennsylvania. And when I was coming to New Orleans, where I live now, and I moved like within 2 weeks, when I got to the airport, and I'm gonna go. I put my boarding passes on my phone because I was traveling United, and most for me, if I can do anything digital, I do it. I don't like paper clutter and all that. And then that was my background too, coming from the call center, where in our call center it was a no paper zone. You couldn't have papers, so I'm used to the digital stuff. So when I scanned my phone, the lady stopped me and she says, hello, you have to show me your passport. I have to check to make sure that you're over 16. This was me at, all right, I'm 37 now. This was 5 years ago. I was 32 or 31. And when she said that, I burst out laughing and I pulled my passport out and I gave it to her. And she was like, oh my Lord, you're older than me. I got upgraded to first class.
I love it. And that
And
is a
so
prime
when
example of sometimes things don't go to plan, they go better.
yes,
Don't
and
fight
she was
it.
like, she was like, oh my Lord, I'm so embarrassed. I feel so bad. I have to do something for you. She put me in first class. So you see, whenever I start feeling old, I just go back to that memory and like, Lord, if you were 32 and someone thinks you're not 16 yet, you're not doing bad. So,
I was going to say I was about 34 when I got chatted up by someone at a rock festival. And he said to me, I said to him, my boyfriend's downstairs, and he's like, oh, but I like you. Completely odd. Anyway, went on to say, "Oh, I've got school tomorrow, but I can meet you afterwards."
So yeah, that just all right,
I
Indigo.
was
We
like,
have
"Oopsie, I better move."
Karen. Can you just drop your name for us, please? So when I highlight it, we have the energy of your name instead of just donated. Karen donated.
Hello, Karen. Thank you.
Karen
Is it Karen
Riley.
O'Reilly?
Yeah. So for me,
Oh, bless
whenever I
her.
feel
Thank you,
old,
darling.
I remember. I just recall that story and I sit and I laugh and I'm like, ha ha ha. All right, Laura, you're not that old. You're looking great. Drop your
Mm.
name, Karen, so
I,
we
I
can.
say wise. I say wise. I'm not old and wise. It's when
You're
my
so
little
right
friend,
about that.
my daughter's little friend came over for dinner once, and I was at the time 38, and I was like, she was like, "So how old are you?" And I said 30. Oh, you're so old.
You know what? Indigo, you wanna know? Until Karen, come on, Karen, drop your name because we gotta go soon. Another crazy one
Karen
is
Riley.
taking my
There we go.
son. My oldest son is 19. He's gonna be 20 this year. Yeah. And I remember
Yeah.
when he started high school, and I had to take him that first day in Jamaica. You take them on the first day orientation,
Mm.
whatever. And so I was in my work clothes and all of that. And all his friends thought I was his sister. Whenever I go anywhere with my son, my kids, they think they're my brothers.
Oh.
Alrighty, so Karen. Alrighty, messages for Karen. All Father Odin, what do you want me to tell Karen today? Work through me. Remember, I'm only a vessel. Oh, it's your youngest son birthday today. Tell him we say happy birthday and we wish him all the best. Happy,
Happy birthday from the
another
UK.
year around the sun for him. Tell
Happy
him we say happy
birthday to
birthday
you.
from me
Happy
and Indigo.
birthday to you.
I
Happy
can't sing,
birthday,
guys. So
some Facebook user's son. Happy
it's
birthday
Karen.
to you.
It's Karen that we're
It's
reading
Karen, is
for.
it?
Yes.
There you go, Karen.
All right, so Karen, we have.
36. Oh, it's a great age. Great age.
He's 36.
I think I like everything above 33, actually. 30 was pretty good, but I did.
Oh, hold
Oh,
on,
I
Karen. Your
partied like a
cards.
rock star when I was 30, so I don't remember most of it.
All right, so
Oh,
Karen, the first significant card, and I'm gonna say significant that came out here for you is hell. It's hell. But this is not. Do not confuse this with the Christian hell, where they think of hell is a place where you are tormented and you're burnt in fire and you're. And I'll tell you guys, my granddad terrorized me with those stories growing up. I grew up my grandfather is a pastor, and all I grew up hearing about is how beasts are gonna come out of the sea and eat me, and I gotta make sure that I do what is right because I'm going to end up in hell where I'm going to be burnt and tortured forever. And I'm never, it's nothing like that. Don't confuse this hell with that. No,
there's
hell
a
in the,
place in Iceland called Hell, which is a waterfall. Just thought I'd
it's
tell you
named
that.
after her. It's named
Mm,
after this Viking goddess. No,
mm.
what this represents is in Viking mythology, hell is like it's a pass through. It's a place that you pass through on your way to either of the great halls, either to Valhalla or to Freya's hall. So it is not a place for you to stay. It is just a transition. So when you transition, when you pass on, it is like that desert place that you walk through in order to get to where you need to go. Now the message here is you may be going through some unsettling circumstances. Don't get stuck. Don't be stuck. Don't get stuck. Like, keep putting one foot in front of the other and pass through this. This too shall pass. It may pass like a kidney stone, but it will pass. So what that is saying is that yes, the situation may be harsh. It may not be the best, but don't get stuck in it. And one thing with the Vikings, with the Viking funerals, they always made sure that whenever someone transitions, and I don't like to say death because it just sounds too final for me. I like the term
Yeah.
transition
No,
from this
I don't
realm
do death
to the
either.
other realm. So whenever someone transitioned, they would make them a sturdy pair of shoes to walk through hell. They don't want their family being stuck in hell. So they make them a sturdy pair of shoes. They put a brand new shoe on them. So that is for their passage through. So this is just a phase of your life. Like, don't get stuck in it. This is just a phase. Then you also have a blank rune. And so the void, this represents the blank rune. And this is telling you that, listen, this This situation, it hasn't taken shape or form yet. So while you're here, make plans as to, while you're in this transition phase, make plans as to what you want to accomplish. And the void, it means that it's blank, it's a blank slate. You can create whatever you want on it. It's almost like, your first day of school, and we open that notebook, and you have that fresh notebook where you haven't put anything in it yet. Not even your name has been written on it. And here you have this beautiful blank slate to create whatever you want. So they're saying, create whatever you want. Use this blank slate and use this transitionary period to create the life that you want. I have another card for you, but I'm going to turn you over to Indigo. When she gives you that, I'll come back to your other card.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. So for Karen, we've got the Six of Wands of Victory. Okay. So after Karen, it'll be our last reading for today. I'm sorry, folks, but we do have to conclude, and I don't want people worrying about whether we're going to read for them or not. All right. So Six of Wands is Victory. You've got all these lights lit up. It's reminding you of how far you've come, all these things you've achieved. You quite often focus, Karen, on what you haven't got done. Start writing a list. Do it in the numbers of 7, because 7 is such an energetically comfortable number for people to list with. It's like if you knock 2 things off your list of 7, you've gone further than half. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I had to figure that out as they were telling me that. So it's important that you do things in a list. And even if you do 2 things a day off that 7 list, every time you're going to feel like you've done more than, no, less, no, no, I'm confused. Hang on, give me a minute. That's not right, is it? No, you need to do 4. Okay. All right. So at the 7, if you do 4 of the things, then you're doing more than half. That's where we're going. I was divided by 2, but it's not, it's not right. It's all to do with, like, there's a lot of procrastination going on, but it's okay. It's okay. You're not going at the rate of a hare. You're going at the rate of the tortoise, and the tortoise gets to the end. He gets to the end, and he gets to the end in a calm, orderly fashion. So here we've got very much a feeling of needing to get everything in order. There's something about lots of fabric you've got, Karen. Maybe you've been thinking about doing patchwork or patching something up, but there's lots of fabric here I can see that needs some attention. And I also see that there's angel wings around you. So I know there's a gentleman in spirit. I feel that he's an older gentleman that's around you with the angel wings, and he's very much around you at the moment. Now I'm bringing in the month of June here as connected with this gentleman. And I also want to say to you that you've been seeing 1111, and know that that's your code to just let you know it's okay, Karen. Don't have to do everything at once. With your eyes, there's a little bit of discomfort, so just keep doing the drops or keep doing whatever they've given you. If you've run out, please get some more, because I can really feel that within my eyes. They feel quite gritty. But they're saying 6 of Wands is Victory. Now it's interesting because I saw 7, didn't I? Why did I see 7? So I'm not seeing what really is there. So that's really interesting.
She's not seeing what really is there. That's for her.
Yeah, I'm not seeing what's really there, because I saw 7 and it's 6. Okay. So maybe you're feeling like the whole week is merging into each other, but they're telling you that you need to reclaim a day for yourself, just to do whatever you darn well feel like. If you want to sit on your bottom, do some drawing. Sit on your bottom and do some drawing. That's what I'm feeling. It's very much needing a bit of personal time. Now I'm drawing. You'll see what I'm drawing probably in a couple of months when it comes to production. But it's a case of, I find it quite hard to draw because it takes me so long, because I go in such a zone, but then I'm sitting there thinking I should be doing something else. So do something for you and remind yourself that you can do something for you. It's important. 2 of Swords is peace. So there is definitely a need of some kind of compromise between 2 people. With what Loy was saying earlier, I feel it's not about throwing money at the situation. It's about throwing objects that are helpful. And that's important to say. Not at their heads. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about as a gift. Um, Here we got the two. So I know that there's a friendship within this situation, but there's something not quite fitting. There's something like there's a knock of minds. There's two minds that are different ways of thinking. But they're saying to you to bring in the blue energy, to bring in the calm, to work maybe with Larimer if you have some, or work with a blue topaz piece of jewelry if you have some as well. It's all to do with bringing that calm in and allowing you to calmly speak what you need to speak, but also listen to the other person's opinion and allow them their own world. Creating sacred space is important. You're watching me and Loy, we're doing that right now. Okay. So you've got the Ace of Stones, which is your last one, which is abundance. This for me is bringing in the
Wow.
1st of June. I feel that there's going to be a major shift in your world. And
It's
it's just
coming.
saying to you to listen to the angels and receive from the angels, because even though you're feeling like this little ghost on this mountain with no one to help you, there's so much energy around you. I know you're seeing sparks in the sky, you may even see orbs, but they're telling me that, and they're showing me this rainbow, and they're showing me that everything's going to be much clearer, much greener. Things are better for you in the later part of the year. Now I know you're in Australia, because I do know Karen, and it's funny because I feel like the summer suits you, but the summer for us is not the summer for you, so that might have some indication there. We've
Some
got
of
the
us is
Green
winter for
Islands
them.
below. Lovely. Yeah. So I'm going to leave you with Loy for the last card.
Wow, Indigo. Everything that you said to her, this last card, you see,
Yeah.
every time you say something, I'm here just laughing because, Karen, I'm gonna tell you this. So much positive is coming for your life. So much good. You see this card, and I purposely left it for last. Look at all
Mm.
the colors here, all the bright colors. This is abundance. This is positivity. This is all good things coming to you. But the first thing I'll tell you, you see this lady here, this is a shield maiden, and she's decked out. Up here, you have the arrows, you're protected. You are divinely protected. Like, you may feel alone at times, but you're not alone. Your spirit team, they have you in the palm of their hands. And I'll tell you a little story. There is a song that it says one set of footprints in the sand. And that song, it's like a little, it talks about, like a little boy or something who's walking on the shore, and then he remember God told him that he'd always hold his hand, and then at certain points in his journey, he looks and he sees only one set of footprints, and he thinks that he's alone. And he didn't realize that when the journey got hard, God took him up and was carrying him in his hands. So that's why there was only one set of footprints in the sand. This is telling you, if you feel like there's only one set of footprints in your sand, it is because you are being carried, you are protected. And this is telling you only positive energy is flowing your way. And know that something that you want, it is coming to fruition soon and very soon. Soon and very soon. And you may be grieving or going through a little grief process, and grief doesn't have to mean somebody transition. It could be grieving the loss of something in your life, but this will pass. I had said to you before, it may pass like kidney stones, but this too shall pass. And in the end, everything is going to work out for you as it should. So listen, just have hope and know that happiness, prosperity, it is within your grasp. But you just have to go through this phase. You have to walk through your hell. You just have to keep walking through your hell. So keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep climbing your mountain. Don't throw your stick away as yet. You still have a ways to go. But at the end, this is where you're working towards. This is where you're headed. That's what I have for you.
Lovely. Well, we're going to have to conclude now, Loy, because it's nearly 5:30 in the UK.
It's, yeah,
I'm
11:25
Indigo,
here.
and I'm broadcasting between Bath and Bristol in a small place called Keynsham in the United Kingdom. You can find me on Indigo's Oracle on Facebook. You can also find my group Spiritual Friends by Indigo's Oracle, and also live readings with Indigo's Oracle. I think that's about right. But basically, just Google or search for Indigo's Oracle and you'll find me. I'm the only one there. And this is my co-host. He's going to
I'm
introduce himself
Loy
too. And
from the
Loy, what have you got
US.
that they can join up with?
Down here, and I'm Loy from the US. Down here in Louisiana. I have my group. You can join my group, the Soul Centered Collective, the only Soul Centered collective out there. So you can look that group up and join it if you're not already there. Or you can follow my business page, The Divine Alchemist. So wherever you see The Divine Alchemist, that's me. Be it on YouTube, be it on Facebook, be it on Pinterest. That is me. Peace out, and I will see you guys next week. I don't know, sorry. We will see you guys next week, same time, same place. It was wonderful being here. Namaste, beautiful souls.
Blessings, and know you're all blessed. Keep walking that path of your own personal truth, okay? Lots of love.
Alrighty, see you. Bye.